How did you meet Dad, and what was your first date like?
Okay, I met your dad through one of my girlfriends. He had come into where we were practicing a song, and she introduced us. And it, I don't know whether you'd call that our first date, where we went out to to a show, and then to get something to eat, and then back to church. Because I wasn't with you. What was our first date?
You asking me that question?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in my opinion, our first date was after, it took place after we were engaged. We never went with each other before we got engaged, did we?
I guess after that first time, Brian, that I was just telling you about, because he was in the Navy at that time, we went back, and then he asked this girlfriend for my address. And so we started writing back and forth to each other. And so I guess actually our first, what you'd call a date, was that when he came home the next time, and we went out, and he did. We became engaged.
He proposed?
Mm-hmm. And then I told him, well, you've got to ask my mother and dad.
How did he propose?
Just asked me to marry him. Would
Just
I marry him?
Blurted it out?
Yeah.
Where were you at?
Probably in his car, or actually it was Brzez's car, wasn't it?
Mm.
He came home for leave and had borrowed that car, and I can't remember where we went.
So did you take her out with the intention of asking her to marry you
Yes,
after all the letters?
yeah, I actually proposed to her before I came home.
Yeah, it was probably in the mail, because I can remember telling Grandma, my mother, that I was going to accept a ring from him. But I told him that he had to ask permission from my parents.
Had you met them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And because I was only 17 years old, it still amazes me that my parents agreed to that.
I guess they must have thought he was something, huh?
I guess.
I was a pretty good kid.